Hey everyone, Seven here, and welcome back to more Heroes of the Storm gameplay. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. You may have noticed that I haven't posted videos in a couple days, and the reason why is because I took a couple days off. I had 3 days off from work. I had been doing videos, at least one video every day for I think 6 days in a row, and I decided that I would take a couple days to just go do the social thing, hang out with some friends and whatnot. I did play a little bit of Heroes um, throughout the course of those couple days, though, mostly just to complete some daily quests. So I did have some daily quests to play support because I hadn't been playing support. I was trying to go through and play assassins and other characters, trying to showcase different roles for you guys. So I did have a support quest to do, so I will be playing as LiLi in today's video. And it is a replay. I'm not the biggest fan of showcasing replays, but I think it's better than nothing. I don't have any videos lined up right now since I took a couple days off, and I actually really liked this video. I was playing with some friends that I know. We had a pre-made 5-man group, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. It's a pretty fun matchup, so we'll go ahead and start the replay. See how things go. I don't remember everything that happens. I've got a terrible memory, so maybe some of this will be a surprise to me. So I am playing as LiLi again. I'm going to be using basically the same cleanse build that I used in my first video on YouTube. So if you want to see that build in detail, go back and watch my LiLi video. I will kind of talk about her talents a little bit that I pick up, but I'm not going to go in detail with her since I already have. So let's take a moment to check out the team comps. On our team we have a Gazlo, Vala, LiLi, ETC, and Illidan. Enemy team has a Jaina, Brightwing, Kael'thas, Nova, Sonya. So not terrible team comps. The enemy team does not have a true tank in my opinion. Sonya is pretty good, but I view her more as a damage dealer. They did change her Whirlwind so that once it stops, it's only on a 4-second cooldown. So she can cast it more often and kind of stay alive. I think that was a good change. I don't know if it's completely fixed her and made her tanky though. But we have a true tank, one of the better tanks I think right now. So we do have a slight advantage in terms of team comps. So to start out the game, we do go 3 top, 2 bot, but the enemy team loads up the bot lane with 4 players and leaving Kael'thas up top by himself, which isn't a bad idea. But I'm going to break away. I'm going to head down to the bot lane to help out. I was going to come behind the gates, but then I noticed that the enemy team is out of position, in particular this barbarian. I wanted to try to come get a gank, and we come in here, cast my blinding winds, and do just that. And we're going to push back the enemy team a little bit. They do have a Jaina, so we need to be careful. Jaina does some pretty substantial damage, and you see her AoE right there is really good at pushing us back. And her slow is just, it's a threat no matter what, even if you're not low life, because you need to get into a good position. If you're slowed and you're out of position, your life can go from 100% to 0 really quick. So they do manage to kind of keep us contained, keep us pushed back. But we're just going to keep battling down low. Up top, meanwhile, you can see we've drained a little bit of their ammo. Gazlo and Lycoboss doing a good job of keeping this minion lane pushed back and keeping Kael'thas at bay. Doing a good job up there. Meanwhile, down bot, I do go out of mana. Gundy almost gets picked off there, but is able to get a sippy cup and kind of come back into lane, no problem. Enemy team keeping all 4 players down here, and they do enter the mines right away. Kael'thas looks like he's actually coming to join them down bot. I did not notice that when I was playing the game. So that gave us the entire top mines to just come down here and not really have to worry at all. And meanwhile, over here, I almost get picked off. Gundy is kind of low on health. I have to go back because my sippy cup is on cooldown, so I need to be back. That's going to make me really late for the mines. All of us actually have to go back. So right now, Gazlo and Vala are only hopes in the mines. But we do have a small lead right now with the Golem, 20-8, and growing. But then the enemy team does engage. It is 5v2 right now. Gazlo gets picked off like a boss, trying to escape. Will he be able to do it? I do come down, manage to throw out a heal, and we escape just fine. ETC did drop down there, and then I go down to support, but ETC came back up. So here we are, back in lane. Like a boss skin, filled up on life there. And we do decide to go back into the mines. And we're going to head right I was starting to head to the golem because I assumed that was what ETC was going to do, but then he marks for we get some pings for assistance. So I do come over here to try to help out. Jaina way out of position, nowhere near her friendly team, and she gets blown up. Here comes the enemy team with Lycabas and Gazlo flanking behind. We are able to kind of catch up to their retreat. ETC stunned a little bit, but no problem. He's going to slide, keep this team at bay a little bit. We are going to pick off Kael'thas right here. Can we get the enemy Barbarian? Oh no, she does get away. So, looks like Nova stayed behind actually. So we're going to go ahead and come and start this Skullum. You can see we've got a pretty good lead in terms of skulls. I'm kind of surprised. You can see the enemy team opting to stay in lane. That's going to get them a little bit of experience, but I'm surprised they didn't decide to go after this mid-mercenary camp. But we are attacking the Skullum, looks like. We got sights on the enemy Nova, ETC, and Illidan trying to pick her off, but Illidan's going to get stunned and taken out. And then ETC comes back to the friendly team. So in this situation, it's kind of a weird situation. You can see they're kind of low life, and we've got more life. I mean, Nova's just about dead. Jaina's got a little bit of life missing, and so does the Barb. But my team wanted to retreat, and they kept, we were on team speak. They kept saying, we need to get out, we need to get out. And then I believe someone was like, okay, yeah, we're going to have to fight. But by the time they said that we were going to have to fight, I was already trying to get out. And you see I make a sarcastic remark about, when in doubt, just walk into the enemy team. That was just a bad play on my part. I just walked right into them and got blown up. I personally, I wanted to fight when we were down here. I wanted to stay put and attack. But the enemy, or the friendly team, they wanted to retreat. And it was just kind of an awkward situation for me because I wanted one thing, everyone else wanted another. And I was trying to commit too much to what they wanted. And I was trying to get the heck out the mines. And I got blown up. So it was just a bad play on my part, just trying to explain my thinking. But Kael'thas does get picked up way out of position. He's going to get blown up, no problem whatsoever. We do have the friendly, or the enemy Barb. Look at her. Why is she walking out there? She's behind our golem, surrounded by enemies, surrounded by our friendly team, and she is in a really bad position. Can we pick her off, though? We do. No problem. I wasn't sure if she got away right there or not. Again, I've got kind of a terrible memory, but I was pretty sure we picked her off, but I wasn't positive. ETC going kind of deep on the enemy team right there. They were rooted, but we weren't able to capitalize on that. And I think, yeah, right here we kind of dance around, and then we decide to get disengage because our tank is going away. So we decide to let them pluck away at the golem. Meanwhile, we're going to come down here and pick up the mid bruiser camp. Pretty decent play, I think. ETC is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is? Seems like we're missing a player. They up here. Up there he is, right there. Gazlo staying up top, giving us some vision. You see, Jaina comes to contest the bruiser camp, but we are able to pick it up still, pretty easily. Kael'thas looks like ETC picks up the vision. We are able to see that they're picking up their bruiser camp. Doesn't look like we're going to react to that, though. ETC's kind of out here by himself. Looks like the team opted to come over here and get the siege camp, so we just weren't close enough to pick up the enemies right there and try to steal their siege camp. Not too big a deal, though. I mean, we did trade a siege camp for a siege camp. ETC kind of deep right here. 4 members of the enemy team are going to come in and chase him off. Looks like he's going to escape just fine, though. We come up top, you can see there's a few of us pushing against these siege golems, trying to just down them before they can do any damage. Down bot, we're actually doing a pretty good job of keeping the enemy team at bay. There's 4 of them down there, but you can see they haven't managed to reach our gates just yet, but now they're going to start pushing that way. Meanwhile, up top, it's 3v1 against Kael'thas, and we're just going to push right into their little tower here and bring that down, no problem. But the enemy team does pick up our tower here, and they're doing a pretty good job of pushing that lane. Just Illidan and ETC by themselves. We are going to start heading down there to help out, stop for this vision along the way. Jaina and Kael'thas do poke us a little bit. We just kind of chase them off. They're 2 of the higher damage dealers in the game right now, so they got to be respected. But we're going to come down here and try to get a gank. Excuse me. Can we get one though? Gundy kind of low. We're going to come in. I pop my blinding wind, and we're going to chase off this Nova, bring her down. We're just going to chase off the rest of the enemy team. Can we get any more kills though? Looks like ETC. It looks like Illidan going really deep. I do pop my ult here to try to heal up the team, but I can get to Illidan, obviously. He's going to take down Brightwing, but he's going to fall himself. Meanwhile, the rest of our friendly team going to go straight for the mines and start collecting skulls. Looks like Vala is a little bit late to that party, but she should be okay. She is 1v1ing Jaina right now. She pops her ult. Oh, this isn't looking good for like a boss. Oh, right there, yeah. Taken down by the enemy. What is that? Not Pyroblast. What is it? What is it? Flame Strike. Ah. I'm trying to learn Kael'thas so I can properly commentate when I see some of his abilities. The last time I played him was the video I did for you guys, so I've only played like maybe 4 or 5 matches as Kael'thas, so I'm not really familiar. There's Pyroblast though. It's coming after me. There's nothing I can do to avoid that. I'm just going to take the damage. ETC out of position, looking like he's going to be picked off right here. I was able to avoid the enemy Barbarian ult right there to escape. That surely would have killed me if she landed that, but she's just a fraction of a second too late. I do escape the mines. The enemy team doing a good job in the mines this time. We still have a lead though, 46-18. The enemy team trying to catch up though. Like a boss, they do chase out Like a Boss and myself. So there's nothing really we can do. Looks like Nova comes up top to try to poke. Oh, she's gonna hang out. Looks like try to get a pick. But I come over here. I just try to stay in lane and get some experience. Nova misses her snipe, so she runs back into the mines to help her team. There are some pings going down though, so we decide to head into the mines. Here we come. Can we? Oh, it looks like the enemy team is going to take care of this golem before we can get to them. I believe we engage here anyway. We do. Oh, we got a whole bunch of ults going down. We've got Vala ult, my ult, ETC ults. We had an Illidan ult as well, and we're just blowing the enemy team up right now. Can we pick off that Barbarian? We do. Jaina somehow in that chaos manages to escape. We get 4 out of 5 of the enemy players right there. That was really good on our part. Again, we were a little bit late for the golem, but we still managed to pick off quite a few of them and make up for it by getting quite a bit of experience with that. And then they're not able to push with their golem because we're all down. So rather than pushing, they are going to opt to defend since they're right there anyway. When you have the bigger golem, it's never a bad idea to push. It's always a good idea. You can see we're taking down their golem because we lost, but they won and they're forced to defend our golem because they're so far away. By the time they reach their golem, it probably would have been just about dead anyway, so they opt to make our golem just burn it down, reduce the amount of damage it can do. And they're still working on it. There we go. They do manage to take our golem down. Looks like we're going to go after the bruiser camps. Like a Boss starts that. Illidan dives in. We do need to be careful of this enemy team here. We have vision here. If I remember right, I see them, and I do ping danger to warn the team that they're on the way. But it doesn't look like the enemy team is going to contend with us, so we pick that up no problem. Friendly team coming over here for some vision. We do steal that vision, and we're going to see that the enemy team is going after their siege camp. There's this awkward little pause here as some people go bot, some people go top. So there's this awkward pause where we're separated. I am going to use my ult, try to maintain Illidan there, who was getting pretty low. ETC getting really low, taking a ton of damage right now. He is going to fall. A couple of the enemy players in a really bad position there, easy to body block them. Elric or Like Boss could body block right here. We do take down Brightwing. We've got Kael'thas just about dead. I tried to come down here to body block. I pop my blinding wind that picks up the kill on Kael'thas. And we're just going to finish taking out their siege camp. So they did manage to take out that siege camp, but it's not going to do any damage. I'm just going to come up here and start attacking that second siege golem. Meanwhile, pretty significant push down low. Echo Elric dropping down some turrets and a bomb. Going to start plucking away, and look how fast that turret went, or that tower went down. But the enemy team coming over, going to try to defend against this. Not a bad idea. It's a really big push. We do get both towers in the gate, but it looks like they're going to chase out the friendly team. So I did stay in top lane just to soak some XP, but now I'm going to head bot because I saw ETC heading bot. I thought there may be a team fight about to erupt, but I don't know if anything happens. I don't think anything happened. The mines are about to open up, so we just go ahead and hop straight into the mines. We're going to start getting in position to start picking up these skulls really fast. See, ETC though, he stayed up top and we had vision of the enemy team. We knew that they were going to come down. So I decided to come over here and help out ETC. I dropped my healing totem because I figured there was about to be a team fight. And here it is. This is the biggest fight of the game. ETC goes in with his ult. Everyone else follows suit, popping all their ults. And look at that enemy team blow up. So much damage. Great ult there from ETC to stun the entire enemy team, leave them helpless, while Like a Boss popped her ult as well. And just the damage, they were helpless. There was nothing they can do. By the time ETC's ult was done, they were dead. There was just literally nothing they can do. So that was an amazing fight. I think you can see I said saving this replay. I had so much fun this game, and that fight right there was just fantastic. You can see we got 70 skulls to their 0. And we're coming over here after this golem. I don't think they contest. I don't think they go in the mines. I think they stay in lane. Excuse me. Yeah, it looks like they are going to stay in lane, try to get some XP and push the lane. Not too bad of an idea. It would have been nice if they could have gotten some skulls, but they may not have gotten there in time, and I think that was their biggest worry. So the enemy team opts to go pretty well all in. You can see Nova's a little bit late to that, but they're just going to push down this lane. They're going to try to base race us. We do have a 100 skull golem though, so base racing, while it's not the best idea, it's really their only hope at this point because they've got a 0 skull golem. Our big golem is going to push all the way to their core. Even if they were defending, we were probably still going to reach their core. You can see though they're slightly ahead of us right now. They're already past our gates. They're already going away at our keep. It's already about dead. Meanwhile up here we're about halfway on their keep, so they're slightly ahead of us right now, and their golem's starting to help out. But we managed to catch up. We get right on their core. I'm going to pop my ult here to sustain the entire team so we don't have to worry about backing away from their core. The enemy team already starting on ours. Look at the shields dropping, but we're pulling away because of this 100 skull golem. It's just too much damage, and we are going to win the base race. Good game. So we had 47,000 heals that game. I did have that one silly death where I walked into the enemy team. Ugh, if I didn't die, I would have been 20-0, but that's okay. So we beat out Brightwing with heals, which whenever I beat a Brightwing makes me feel kind of good. So I do think Brightwing is one of the best, like, sustained healers, one of the best healers that just over time just plucks away and adds up that healing really, really fast. Doesn't look like I can show you my talents. That kind of sucks. Let's rewind a second here. And I'll just go over my build really quick. Like I said, I won't go into detail. Yeah, let's pause the game right here. Pull up our talents. See, that's silly that I have to rewind just to show talents. Like, it should still be there at the end of the game, I feel like. But LiLi, we went with Conjurer's Pursuit. Again, this increases mana regen the more health globes you pick up. Healing Ward is just a really good ability. This latest patch, they did make it where it can be hit by AoE abilities, but if I remember right, its health does scale now, so it's going to have a little bit more life, but it can be hit by like Blizzard or whatever, any AoE abilities. Pitch Perfect at level 7. After casting Healing Brew, its cost is reduced by 10 mana for 6 seconds. Again, combine that with my mana regen, it makes me a very mana efficient healer, makes it so I could pretty well stay in lane the entire game. Level 10, Jug of 1,000 Cups, just really good if you're going for full support, which I am the only healer on my team, so that's what I wanted to do. Level 13, I believe in my first video with LiLi, I did go with Shrink Ray, and it's a really good ability if the enemy team has like an Illidan or a Thrall, someone that does a ton of damage with basic attacks. It's a phenomenal ability. It helps pursue kills. It helps you to escape. You can use it defensively because it slows down enemy movement. But it also reduces their basic attack damage, if I remember right. The enemy team had a lot of ability damage. Nova is probably their biggest auto attack damage dealer, but I don't think she's as big a threat. Her snipe, and then if she used, yeah, anti-armor shells, um, but by the time she snipes and gets off one basic attack, it's not really going to mean much to shrink her other than chasing her down, because she already got a bulk of her damage off and she's going to try to disengage and cloak again. So I didn't feel like Shrink Ray was necessary for this match. You know, Jaina and Kael'thas both do high ability damage. Brightwing not a threat with auto attacks. Sonya uses ability damage as well. So I did opt for the hindering winds, blinding winds. Also slow enemy movement speed by 25% for 2 seconds. So that's 2 enemies that are slowed by 25% for 2 seconds. It's just going to help with chasing down kills. Even though we had an Illidan, he was doing a phenomenal job of chasing down. Same with ETC. I just figured it would help us a little bit. And then Herbal Cleanse, Healing Brew removes all silence and stuns, slows roots, polymorphs, and increases movement speed by the target by 20%. This is a phenomenal pickup, especially for this match, because we had polymorphs from Brightwing, we had slows from Jaina, we had stuns from Kael'thas. So we had everything, and this counters everything. This counters all of that. It's such a good ability. I really do enjoy it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit different because it was a replay rather than a live commentary. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you had fun watching that. There were some amazing team fights, I felt like. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.